Hello there, it's me. Should I say Luna? I was gonna say Browser Flowers. Like I'm used to saying that. Hello, it's me, Browser Flowers. No, but really, I probably should say hello. It's me, Luna, from Hot Asian Girl Rambles podcast. Today episode 5. Wait, is it episode 5? Let me just check. Wait. Hey, get the frick off my screen. Excuse me. On episode 5. I had notes. Okay, so look, you guys, I went to an art gallery. Let me just hit off the fucking park. Is that what people say? I don't know. I don't know what people say, but I'm gonna say this. I went to a art gallery in Sydney, and I tell you what, it's so okay. I didn't know. It's been a while since I've actually got out of since I've actually got out into the world. Okay, and this place has been here for 2 years apparently. I thought it was actually quite futuristic. I don't know. I've never been to a building built so well. So future. I honestly felt like it was like me being in a video game. I don't know if this will resonate with people, but I know it would definitely resonate with small people like me. But it felt almost like I was exploring a video game. The way they've designed this building was quite different. It's been there for almost 2 years or 3 years. I went to this art gallery called the Susan Wakil Pavilion. I don't know if anyone's been there, but honestly, it is free. So I just want to tell people, it wasn't a bad experience, but the story that I want to tell you guys, I almost vomited. There's something about a certain art display that just spooked the fuck out of me, and here I go swearing again, but it did spook the shit out of me that I couldn't tolerate how I was feeling. I was really, when you just feel when for example, when you go down the street and you're you can see visually that it's just not a good street to walk down. And there's a highway on your right side, and on the left side is all these broken down wooden fences, and you can see over the fence, and these houses have rubbish in there, disposed rubbish that should be at a dumpster, but it's just sitting there in the backyard, and they've accumulated, these people have accumulated, it's abandoned home as well. There's multiple abandoned homes in this one street next to the highway, and you walk down that street, and I've been to one recently. That type of feeling, that type of feeling where you feel I probably shouldn't walk down there, even though it's morning and it's daytime and you can see where you're going. That's how it felt. It felt like this is a little cursed. Fucking hell. Oh my gosh. It kind of felt like I shouldn't stare at this thing, because there's just something about it that makes me want to throw up, and I don't understand what it is. And I'm speculating it has to do with because what it is, you guys, is it was a sculpture of a clown, and he's on the floor, and his legs are spread out, and he's just relaxing on the floor, and it's measured to human size. I don't know what the description says. I don't think they even have a little plaque or a little description box so you can read it when you're at the gallery. I don't know if anyone's ever been to an art gallery since fucking 2025 or since COVID, but that's what they do in art galleries. They have little descriptions underneath the art or next to it. In this case, at the Susan Wakil Pavilion, they actually have a very contemporary, a very experienced what I mean by experience is when you go to the art gallery, you usually just see a basic frame picture and then a little description underneath. This is not that. This is more of you experience the art. And I always wanted to go to something like this. I hadn't dreamed of, like, when I was a kid. I did visual arts in high school, and we would be like forced to read these textbooks. Okay, thick textbooks of art galleries and all that, and I've always dreamed of experiencing art in a different way, and now I can just experience it at the freaking Susan Walker Pavilion. Like, I can just go in there and experience art, because they really did put a lot of work into this place. So, tops to these guys. Just, I do want to say though, I do feel like that little... I feel like that fucking sculpture is a little bit cursed, and I'm fucking scared shitless. And if anyone's interested, you should go see it, because it's there, and I don't think they plan on moving it anytime soon, because it's pretty famous. Like, if you're into art, visual arts, or whatever, contemporary art. But honestly to God, that was like the best experience I've had at the gallery. Like honestly, I didn't even know it was there. Like, I went particularly to see to actually just take a photo shoot. Just take a photo shoot, and then ask this lady if, like, I asked one of the ladies at the New South Wales art gallery if, like, I could actually film and, like, upload the video on YouTube and, like, talk about the gallery. Like, she's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. She's like surprised actually that I was actually interested in this. But I guess a lot of young people don't actually do this stuff, so I guess I'm just a weirdo. But I grew up studying art and listening to fine music and fine art, and, like, watching, what am I saying? Listening to fine music, and then also studying fine arts. Like, I wasn't successful at, reaching a certain, I don't know, I'm still obsessed with it though. I'm just, like, deeply still just genuinely obsessed with this topic or stuff, or whatever you want to fucking call it, because a lot of people don't give a fuck about this stuff, but I do. I do. I enjoy the quality things in life, and anyway, so I did ask the security guard, and she was like, okay, look, this is it's fine, you can do this, but did you know that, like, what's his name? Fucking, what the the artist, this is the issue, this is why I wasn't good at art theory, because I wasn't good at visual art theory, because I don't remember names. Like, my English was poor. Let me just freaking see. Was that a fucking Picasso? Yeah, it was a fucking Picasso. Pablo Picasso, Spanish painter. He's a Spanish painter. She was like, did you know that? She's like, did you see the Picasso? And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she was like, she was like, just really, like, couldn't believe, like, she's seen the way she was breathing at me. She'd seen the way she was breathing at me. And it was a little bit like, she was insulted, okay, you guys. She was insulted that I didn't see the Pablo Picasso, okay? I mean, Picasso, short for Pablo Picasso. He's a Spanish artist. He's very popular. He does oil on canvas. Anyway, and she's like giving me, like, the best treatment. Like, just, I felt so fucking special. I felt like, oh my god, she's giving me a tour. Like, oh my god, I feel so special. She was like, okay, follow me. I'm going to show you where to go. And I'm like, okay, I'll follow her. And there was lots of people around. Like, lots of, actually, it looked like a lot of art uni students on the weekend, like, just hanging out in the art gallery, like, spending their time there too. So there was a lot of people around, and I'm like, I feel very special right now. I'm getting, like, this fucking service from this lady who doesn't have to. She's kind of, like, grossed out that I didn't know that the Picasso was there on the other side of the fucking building. So anyway, I followed her, and she's like, just go through that building. Like, go past that hallway. You see that there's a wall down at the end there. Just follow that wall and turn right, and you'll see Picasso. So I went and did that. And then after that, I was like, well, now what do I do? And then I found out that they actually had a bacon. They had a bacon behind Picasso. The fuck? 2 birds with 1 stone, lad. 2 birds with 1 stone. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, there's a bacon right here. And I just, like, you guys have no idea. People have no idea. Okay. How much visual arts can can thrill a human being such as myself. I was just like, what the fuck? There's like 2 bacons. If no one knows what the fuck I'm on about, it's actually an artist. He does paintings as well. He's so cool. I'm just gonna Google a little bit about not the food Bacon, Bacon the artist Bacon. He's an Irish-British painter. He was born in October in Dublin, Ireland, and the 20th of October 1999, Dublin, Ireland, according to Wikipedia, and he died at the 20th of... Anyway, he died in Spain. What the fuck? Okay, in 1992 in Spain. Okay, anyway, well, yeah, I really like... I mean, talk about Halloween or spook season. Francis Bacon, legit. I mean, this guy inspired the hell out of me when I was in high school. We did visual arts, and we didn't use AI. We used our brains, and resources, and theory, practical theory, yeah. Just amazing artwork. He does, like, really horrific paintings, but they're very, like, fine art style, so not doodles. And also, they're very colourful, considering they're supposed to be, like, horror. And, like, morbid, in a sense, but, like, they're very thought through. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Anyway, so I'm kind of, like, just on tangent on my experience at the art gallery of New South Wales. Experience, just vomiting the experience in the podcast. But anyway, yeah, so back to the Susan Walker Pavilion. Yeah, they have a clown there. It's really spooky. I personally feel like it's kind of cursed. There was this actually, you know what, I did want to also mention in the story, there was a lady standing there. Just drink my water. I need to hydrate. I'm in Australia. I mean, we all have to hydrate. There was a lady there. Okay, it was the most spookiest shit, okay? There was a lady there. She looked like a sibling of this clown. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sound so freaking rude, okay? But she was the same height. Like, she measured the same length of this clown, okay? She kind of looked related. I'm not... But, like, I'm saying this because it came full circle to me when I was, like, going to approach the clown, and then I didn't approach the clown. I just stood back, and I'm like, you know, I'm just going to avoid that general area of that part of the gallery, because I just feel like it's a little bit cursed. And, like, further out, like, in the further distance part of this side of the gallery, you see, like, the security guard just, like, standing right there, like, making sure people ain't fucking with this very expensive sculpture. So I was just, like, thinking, you know what, I'll just avoid it. But you can, like, walk around, because, again, it's an experience, right? So when you're in the gallery, you are experiencing art in a different way. It's not like you're just looking at a fucking paint on the wall. You're actually experiencing different angles and different, because this one is built this way. It's built that you will experience different angles, like different senses, different visuals. It is a whole experience, and I'm not exaggerating, guys. It is a whole experience. So when I walked away from the thing, which I was, again, I'm spooked out and telling about the experience. This is the art of the experience, is that I was spooked out. And even when I walked away from this freaking sculpture, I could still see it, because behind there was a wall, but I could still see it because the wall was lifted. So you can actually still see the fucking spooky thing. And then I saw this lady standing next to it, and this is my experience. Okay, this is my art experience at the Susan Walker Pavilion. This is why it's so interesting to me and why I want to talk about it in the podcast. Because I could still see the lady standing there thinking about this clown. And that spooks me even more. To the point I was just like, I was going to throw up. Okay, and I didn't. Because good thing, like, there was other people around me to ground me. To me, like, I don't know, it just felt like, oh my god, I'm not alone in this. Like, it felt like a psychological thriller. I have no other way to put into words that couldn't be any more clearer than this. Definitely go check it out. Okay, you guys go check it out, because I was just like, what the fuck? I feel so unwell looking at this thing lying on the ground, and this lady's just standing there, and I can see her legs. I can't see anything else because there's a wall above this sculpture, right? Because it's behind this wall, and I'm looking at it from the other side of the wall, and there's like a gap underneath the wall because it's lifted, the wall's lifted, so you can see people standing there, and like she's just pondering, like just thinking. I guess she's just pondering about the art because I don't know, she's very fascinated about it for some reason. And then I walked around I was like, why is she still staring at this thing? I'm like, I don't know what the freak is happening. I want to know, why is she so curious about this clown? So I walked towards the security guards. I went around the other side of the building, the left side of the building, and then there was this lady, like the security guards there. I walked towards her, and then when you turn right a bit, you can see the clown. So you go behind that wall a little bit, you turn a bit right. I don't know if I'm explaining this. and turns out it was like, some boomer lady. Like, she blonde hair, the usual Australian type. Like, she was normal Australian, just looking at this clown deeply looking, deeply in ponder. Like, her hand was her hand was on her mouth. Like, she's just, the head was tilted a bit, and she was like thinking so hard about this clown, and I'm just like, I'm so disturbed. I'm like internally disturbed, and I don't know why I feel this way. And I was just like I swear to God, I turned back, I turned to my left side, and the security guard was right there, just like smaller than me, and I'm like thinking, should I talk to her? Like, I don't know if I should call for help. Like, I was thinking that. And I was like, no, wait, she needs the help. If there is any issue right now, she would be the person who would be telling me to get out of the room. I hope people understand what I'm saying. Like, this is how crazy that experience was. So anyway, quite a fantastic experience at the Susan Wakil Pavilion. And they had other miniature experiences like that again. It's just more experiences after experience after experience when you go through this building. I swear you guys don't want to miss it. If you have never been to this place, go. It's a good time. It's free. And they even have you can actually join. There's a membership you can join. So anyway, yeah, it's a fantastic place. They even have a little cafe and a children's area for the parents and the kids. And then they have this fantastic little store. I went through it and I was like, wow, this is really futuristic. I love how contemporary it is. I just really enjoyed every part of it, even though I'm still fucking spooked about this clown. Okay, the cursed clown. But, yeah, just wowed. I'm really just gobsmacked that they actually pulled it off. And 5 out of 5 stars for me, honestly, because again, fucking art nerd over here who knows nothing about art theory but knows everything about the practicality of how to make an artwork and how to paint and how to fucking build installations for an art. I've done all of that during high school, so it's just the knowing of how solid chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this for a minute and I'll be right back. And so anyway, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. AI is kind of racist. Look, what I mean by this is that the algorithm or the direct, I don't know. What the overall thing I want to talk about is how my body dysmorphia and how body dysmorphia and advertisement had really, I think, really solidified my body dysmorphia growing up. I think it really did that. People won't talk about this because there's no profit in this, but I do want to talk about it because I feel like there is a big fucking issue, but now it's becoming less of an issue because of AI. So I guess that's a good thing about AI. I mean, why am I saying AI? Because I think AI is the same thing as algorithms, because I don't know, for some reason my brain thinks the two is the same. Let's talk about algorithm. Let's talk about algorithm, or let's talk about strategic, excuse me, strategic algorithm AI. And how that had impacted a difference in my body dysmorphia Joe, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Marketing, like, I'm reading this thing. It says marketing Asian ads towards you. That's what I wanted to talk about. Marketing Asian ads towards me. I remember back when TV ads were, like, only filled with white people. This was a big thing in Australia. Look, I'm not whinging about it. Like, it literally framed my expectations of what I need to be in my future when I was small. I basically was raised by TV, so if people are wondering, like, why she sounds so white, it's because I grew up watching white TV. In Australia, we only had white people on TV, so that really framed my perspective of my life. But I just want to say, like, I feel like it definitely was what solidified my body dysmorphia. Yeah, I mean, being a child of immigrant parents, people of color, and then also having, like, being non-binary, right? But she presenting, or she gender, this really just did not mix well with the, like, only white people on TV. Like, it's just so weird to say this. There's no other way to say this without coming across offensive, but it is offensive. Like, yeah, I grew up with that, watching white people on TV, and that really framed my body dysmorphia. I cannot say any other way without sounding really rude, but this is my genuine experience, my authentic experience of just watching just white people on TV. Nowadays, with this new, like, marketing, like how marketing is marketed to people through the use of algorithm, is what I'm trying to say, has helped people of color now, because I'm getting targeted ads that are representing people of color in these ads, and these people in these ads are getting really good scripts in these ads. So the actors that they hire, right, are people of color now, and well, there's so many reasons as to why that's happening, but I did want to say, like, it's great for people of color to get more jobs in acting in Australia or wherever it is that they're getting these acting, like, gigs, because it's great. I get to see people of color on my phone and they are saying things in English, and it's in Australian English, with an Australian accent, and I can see myself. I don't know, I just feel more like, oh my god, this is Australia. But I know the truth that my experience growing up, we didn't have that. And I don't want to come across like a boomer millennial. But this is definitely come across as if I'm a boomer millennial. Because I did mention earlier I am turning 33. But wait, am I actually turning 33? Yeah, we're all turning 33. You're born in 99 too. We're all turning 33 this year, you guys. So congratulations. You are... You're not alone. Happy birthday to everyone who's turning 33 or has turned 33 this year. Yeah, look, it definitely shaped my my mentality, my mental perception of myself. So what definitely definitely solidified the body dysmorphia, and didn't help at all. But I've come to realize that is me realizing this was being grateful that now I'm getting targeted racist ads. I don't know if is that a good thing. I don't know. I don't know, and I guess it's a progression. It's good for society because we're progressing in a way where people of color are now getting more authority, unless it's like a echo chamber. With this is an issue. If it is an echo chamber, I guess the social media is an echo chamber of your own perception of what your world is. Your algorithm would show you the things that you like. And that's what I mean by I feel like I'm getting racist targeted because I feel like they're targeting me and using these person of color ads and directing it at me when I'm used to seeing just white people on TV. Like blonde hair, blue eyes, perfect smile, fucking tan skin, and like just perfectly. Like they had like these children little xylophone sound effects. Like they had that. They play. I swear that used to be like such a huge thing with ads back in like 2000s. Like they had like these xylophones, the Australian ads I'm talking about. They had xylophones playing in the background, so to make people feel like, oh my god, I feel so wholesome and so safe. Like that was such a big thing, and if they wanted to make an ad, that's what they would do. So they have like a white person, they'll hire a white person and they play xylophones in the background of the ad so you can hear that music and it'll be like so cute, like like I don't know how to sound like one, but that would be the status quo of ads back then, which nowadays I don't get that. Nowadays I get on my ads that I see is people of color, protagonists, people of color in these ads who have amazing scripts and their makeup is done so well. The ads are done so well. They dress them so well, and they even have like amazing animation. And actually, these ads are getting more clever too, which I really do admire. And I feel like that's great. If people are actually working behind the scenes this hard, I wish they did that like sooner. But okay, I'll take it. Actually, I do want to talk about. I went to Parramatta, you guys, and there was this little event that they did on this grass area, and I swear to God, I had to pee so bad. I went to the toilet, and there was a line, and because there's toilets around, obviously, but I'm saying like there's people just taking number twos. Like, why would you do number twos in the bath and local? Like, why did you not prep to do number twos at home? Like, why? Anyway, why am I shitting on people? Like, it's just so unfair. Um. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I got this little booklet. They had like a show and like a blood collection, like a health check, a free health check event. They were like encouraging me to get my blood test done at this park. Um, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I just went down there because I saw this interesting car. They call it the Overlander. It's called the Return of the Overlanding Pioneers. I thought that was quite interesting. The lady was telling me that this car, sat. It's supposed to sit just two people, but this guy, whatever year it was, I'm not gonna spoil. Like, it's not my job to, but 1925. I don't know. This guy drove around Australia, and he had two girls with him. And it's a two-seater car, four-wheel thing. It's a little red car thing, and it has like a little like roof, a waterproof roof thing. And anyway, he drove it around the entire Australia. They started in Perth and they went to Darwin. They somehow got to Darwin. There's a map actually, and yeah, it was quite interesting. They went through. I still get finished reading the book. I'm quite fascinated with this because I'm into cars, but yeah, what is this photo? It says Bickley to Darwin. But yeah, anyway, I just briefly want to talk about the photos are amazing. This booklet, like, the guy's literally wearing a suit, and he went through a climate, like, apparently like 40 degrees in a suit, like one of the hottest areas of Australia in terms of temperature. Temperature didn't dip below 37.8 degrees Celsius during 1924. So, like, yeah. And I don't even know, they didn't actually take photos of the girls in the car. I mean, there's no proof evidence. I haven't seen any girls in these images. But apparently there was two girls sitting with them and wondered what they were wearing. Like, I'm more curious about that. But yeah, he was wearing a suit and just driving around Australia. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Like, how is there not a movie about this guy? Like, I would watch it. Yeah, just put Margot Robbie in it and Chris Hemsworth. That's how I fucking watch the movie. The Overlander movie. Make one right now. I'd watch it. Alright, I'm gonna go, you guys. I'm losing my voice. I also want to do some Fortnite, so... Alright. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast or watching the video. If you like the video or you like the podcast, please make sure you like the video. Okay? Click the like button and click subscribe if you haven't already. Okay? And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.